Hey everybody, just want to share a quick little insight from my study general conference. I was listening to John Wells' October 1933 general conference talk, and he was a member of the presiding bishopric. And Bishop Wells was talking about balance sheets. I know that's a super thrilling topic, but I like how he illustrated it. He said that anyone who does not have a balance sheet, anyone who does not know what their assets and their liabilities are as a business, will very quickly find themselves being bankrupt and going out of business. He then talks about the fact that this is not just a temporal thing, but also a spiritual thing. He goes, we need to also have an understanding of what our spiritual balance sheets are and ask ourselves, where do we line up? What are our spiritual assets? What are our spiritual liabilities? And specifically, within the ward, where do we fall? When we talk about ourselves in conjunction with our ward, are we an asset to our ward council and to our bishopric? Do they know that they can count on us? That if they ask us to serve, that we're going to say yes? That we are covenant committed keeping saints? Or are we a liability? Do they have to expend people to try to make us feel comfortable, make us feel not offended? Are they having to have us as a liability that they have to take care of, or as an asset that they can count on? Now, I'm in my ward council, and this was a spiritual thought I shared today, that ultimately our goal in our ward council is to try to reach out and help people who are struggling. We work predominantly with people who are in the spiritual liability section, but our goal is to help each of those people become the point where we know that we can count on them, that they are assets, that we can say, oh, brother so-and-so, he's amazing. He has a burning testimony, and we know he's been reactivated, and he's got the fire of conversion in his soul, and now we know he's going to go help us with the next person. Because ultimately, we're all, at one point or another, we're in the liability section, and Christ, through his grace, was able to pull us, and he's been able to help us become what we are now. And so whether you're a liability right now and you want to become an asset, or whether you're an asset to your bishop and you want to become a better asset, my recommendation is to realize that your strength lies not in you, but in your conversion to Christ and your ability and your desire to follow him. And I invite you today to make a commitment to keep your covenants at a deeper level and to be a true asset to your ward. Tell your bishop that. Tell your relief society, your elders forum president, say, hey, I want to be an asset to you. I want to ensure that you are successful. And if we all did this, the church would grow by leaps and bounds. But more than just growing the church, people would feel loved. People would come unto Christ. And we would have more and more and more people catching fire of conversion. And more liabilities would be turned into assets. And more assets would be able to help those around us come unto Christ and fulfill the work and the glory of God. And so I just really love that insight. I know it's a bit nerdy and a bit accounty, but I hope you enjoyed it too.